Morning, Leslie. You won't believe this, right?
What's happened?
The plumber, Malcolm, he's back next door again. He's just pulled up.
Oh, at Roseme's?
He said he's got to come back and check her pipes. Well, they ain't got no pipes on these electric radiator things, have they?
Not that I'm aware, no. You just plug them in.
Yeah, he's pulled up. He's got his boy with him. His boiler run bugger. He looked like something out of the Addams Family. He's gone in. He's gone in there now. He'll be there all morning. I've never known a bloke like he's been here 3 times this week.
Is there anything going on with him and Rosemary? Are you a bit concerned?
No, I don't, what's he have to keep... How long did that take to put this sort of thing in? I mean, blast. If that had been old Neil on the corner, he'd have come round and that would have been in no time, but he's back again. Now,
well,
now the boy's now coming out to the... Now he's getting a bag. What was I going to say to you, Leslie? Last week we were talking about the cats.
Yes.
And you say to me you want to get one of them old snake things.
Rubber snakes, yes.
Yeah, well, I've been busy, right? I've got my old thinking cap on this week.
Yep.
And hello, the other one's now coming out. He's forgot his phone. He's taken that in. What do you want to take his phone in there for, anyway? She ain't paying him to talk, is she? He want to be getting on with it.
Are you twitching the curtains?
What was I saying now?
I've forgotten.
That's right.
Yes, the snakes. The snakes.
That's right. That's right, Leslie. So what I done during the week, I sat there pondering on it.
Yes.
And I thought, well, I don't know. So I got a pair of mother's old tights.
Yes.
And what I done, I cut the legs off,
Yep.
And that stuff. What is that called? You put it in the loft on the pipe so they don't
insulation.
Clip round it, don't it? That
insulation.
Stuff.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, I stuffed a bit of that down. I cut it with the old knife.
Yep.
And I stuffed that down the leg because that bends slightly. I got a couple of them. I'll put them in the garden, right? And I ain't seen a cat all week.
Oh, brilliant! Did you draw little eyes on them, or a little tongue, or anything like that, or not?
Huh?
Did you draw any eyes or a tongue or anything on them to make them look more snake-like?
Well, of course I didn't. Blast, the cat won't know about that. Well, that's just... I'll put one on one side and one on the other near the bark chippings,
Yes, because they dig them up, don't they?
And they pull him up and crap everywhere.
Yes.
And I ain't seen a cat in the garden all week, so I'm gonna watch this now.
Brilliant.
And if that works, then obviously I can make some more if I need to, because Mother got plenty of old tights in her drawer. that ain't a problem. Can I ask you something as well, Leslie?
Yeah, you can ask me whatever you like. It's Mark, by the way, but you can ask me whatever you like.
Are you eating the old new potatoes?
Not yet, no. Are they out now?
Well, you see, this is because the girl Rosemary, do you know what she got me during the week?
What did she get you, Brian?
Well, the old toilet roll holder that fell off the wall, right?
Yes.
So she say, I'll go on the interweb and I'll get you a new one, you see. So what she done, she say, because there's only the old walls, they're sort of knackered, if you know what I mean, here.
Yes.
And so nothing will stick in the walls very well. So she got me one of these things. She say, it's good quality. She say,
of course.
That stand on the floor,
yep.
And that come up and you don't screw it to the wall.
Oh, okay.
That stand on the floor. It's quite rigid and all.
Yep.
And then it's got one that go across that you put the toilet roll on.
Yes.
And then there's another one that stick up and you put your spare rolls on it, Well, she bought that for me, which is very kind of her.
That's very nice of her, yeah.
And that arrived, but you should see the size of the box that come in, right? You talk about waste and things.
Oh, yeah.
The box was as tall as Mother, and I had to crush it all down and get it in the bin, but I can't understand, why are they sending toilet roll holders out in such big boxes?
I don't know.
That don't make no sense to it.
No.
But what I was going to say to you, right?
New potatoes.
Was about the new potatoes, because the girl Rosemary, she went to the co-op and she got me a bag of these new taters, and that looked at me, are they getting smaller?
Maybe you're getting bigger.
No, the bag of taters, right, because I don't like them to sit in the bag because they sweat, don't they?
Yeah, you got to take them out.
If you aren't careful, then you get the old roots start growing, don't they?
Yeah.
So I empty them into a bowl and and put them in the cupboard. When I emptied it out, there was bugger all potatoes there, and I say, look at the size of these. Like I said, some of these ain't the size of marbles. And I'm wondering, do you think we're going to have a crisis, right, where we're running out of new potatoes because they're pulling them out of the ground too quick just to get them in the shops?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll open it up to the phone lines. Has anybody else spotted how small the new potatoes are this year?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't having a laugh with you or nothing.
No, I know, I can tell.
They are getting you. I know you think I'm sore sometimes.
No, I don't know.
I sit and I look at these things, Liz, and I think to myself, well, hell if I don't know. What is, you sort of think to yourself, is that going to be the next thing? We mustn't buy taters because they're running out. Well, if they keep pulling them out of the ground, I thought that was like fish. They've got to measure these things before they bag them up.
Proper size, yeah. So
if they pull them out and they aren't big enough, shove them back in again.
Grow some more.
Huh?
They could grow some more, you mean?
Well, no, they bring them out and have a little hole thing, and if they fall in the hole and they're too small, stuff them back in the ground, let them carry on growing in that sort of. That make a lot of sense to me. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it does, Brian. I'm sure it does.
I sit and I think of these things.
I can tell.
I've got time on my hands, and when I ain't making snakes, I sit there and I think to myself, well, I don't know.
Perhaps we should get you to do a tutorial on how to make snakes out of insulation and old tights on YouTube.
Huh?
What's this about your shirts, I hear?
How do you know about my shirts?
Ah.
Who the hell is talking to you about my shirts? You've been talking to the neighbour Marcus. You're
not the only one who rings this show, you know.
Well, you see, this has been another worry of mine, right? Because of the taters.
Yep.
I asked her to get me some detergent, you see.
Yes.
Because I normally like to I always use the same one. And she got me. I don't like this old liquid stuff, that you put it in the thing and you have to hold it in the drum and the washing machine. I like the powder stuff because I always think to aggravate the fibres, don't it? You put it in there, you put a cup of it in.
Yep.
And then when that's mixing round, that'll sort of aggravate the fibres, doesn't it?
Yes, get all the dirt out.
So when she got the tater, she got this old liquid stuff, and I said, what the hell have you got there, woman? She said, just sharp and use it. She said, you asked me to get it. So I put a load of washing on at the beginning of the week, and I went to put a shirt on yesterday, and they shrunk. The shirts are shrunk because of this new detergent. That seemed to me
Brian,
the shirts are they're all right.
We have had several conversations in the past about Marcus's wife saying how much weight you'd put on. Have you actually seen these shirts shrink, or have you put weight on during the course of the last year, Brian?
Don't you start talking to me like that, old sod. I shan't put up with that. You ought to be talking about that. I ain't weighed myself lately, to be honest. But
you should jump on the scales and see. You might just have put some weight on. Don't blame the detergent.
Jump on the scales just to keep you happy, Leslie. I ain't going to run about for you. I'm just trying to tell you, because you have me on here to sort of share my little bits that I pick up on during the week.
Well, it's a fascinating article every week. We look forward to it, yes.
This week is all about, because I'm telling you, you might laugh at me. You might think I'm sort of talking a little old squitting on, but I'm telling you that there'll be a crisis with the taters next.
Okay.
And I think there's something in this liquid washing liquid thing. I'm sure they're shrinking my shirts. I doesn't think what that'll do to my jeans when I get them in there. They'll come out like shorts, aren't they? You might laugh, but I mean, do you use the old liquid or do you use the old powder stuff?
No, we have to use the powder stuff because I
aggravate the fibres. You see, you're on the same line with me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I had an allergy, so it made my legs scratch. The old stuff that we have, so I have to have non-biological. I think it's called now.
The powder.
Yeah, non-biological stuff because I've got soft skin, Brian.
I've got my mother's skin. Old itchy stuff, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I used to know a boy. Right, used to be the paper boy. He used to come here, and he always scratching himself. And I said to him one day, I say, oh, "You got nits?" And he say, "No." He say, "I got that. What's that called? Where your skin go flaky."
Eczema.
Eczema. That's
Yeah.
right. You say I got eczema. So is that the same sort of thing that you got then?
Well, that's something that's gone now because I got some special cream and special detergent, and I'm all right now. But for a long
right.
time, I would have to stand there and scratch. Which
Oh,
is
good the hell you live and learn, don't you?
you do, don't you? Anyway, let us know how your genes come out, Brian, won't you?
I shall be putting another lid on tomorrow. If it was up to me, I'd be putting the old powder in, but she'll get funny next door if I now swap that over. So she say to me, Leslie, she say, that smell lovely, that smell like ylang. I said, what the hell is ylang? I don't want to smell like an old fairy, do I? I just want to have me clothes that are clean, they fit me again. I don't need to be walking about looking like some sort of
Brian,
reprobate, do I?
Before you go, could you do a birthday dedication? Please could Brian from Melton wish my dad, Stephen Knights, a happy 75th birthday. It's his birthday tomorrow. This would make his day, says Julie.
75 tomorrow?
Yep, Stephen Knights.
Well, I think the weather's supposed to be fairly decent for it tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
I think that'll be sort of touch and go, but he'll be all right in this part of the world. Happy birthday. What's his name again?
Stephen.
Happy birthday to Stephen. He's 75 tomorrow.
Thank you, Brian. Have a lovely weekend, won't you?
Cheerio, Leslie.